Didn't tell you.
Yeah, it's recording. Go ahead.
Well, I tell you that ever since the days of wooden sailing ships, all captains have been honored to unite people in holy matrimony of their vessels. And in just a few moments, it will be my pleasure to remarry you right here on board the USS Enterprise. So I ask you before we start, is it your intention to continue living together as you have been for the past, 11 months in peace, harmony, love, and friendship? If so, would you both please say yes?
Yes.
And do you both take one another once again to having to hold from this day forward?
Yes.
Now, you've come into the presence of we witnesses to profess what lies deep in your hearts and to receive the rewards, which is the uniting of your best merits. In the consciousness of your love, you have dedicated yourself and will continue dedicating yourself, to your respect and your love for one another. So we let this ceremony serve as an unlimited means of the presence of unconditional love that you share, which you have shared, and what you will continue to share. Always remember your mind is the creative energy from which this universe was formed. Design your lives just as you want it to be. Obviously you're doing that right now because here you are after 11 months, which is kind of very good. Now, as the universe supports itself, so you must be dependent. Continue to be best friends always. Marriage does not promise eternal romance. I hate that. It does promise eternal commitment. No one, nothing can separate you when you focus upon what you want as opposed to what you do not want. In other words, if you look at the positive side throughout your life as opposed to the negative, you'll wake up 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 100 years from now and say, we are living our version of happily ever after. It's the positive side that wins. I will ask you to face one another, and I will ask you to give your husband your bouquet. I tell you, don't get too used to it, give it right back. I'm sure you're used to that part. Why have I done this? I wanted you to experience giving one another your first gift for the second time as husband and wife. Secondly, I suggest you get that back home, part of it anyway, even one flower, place it somewhere where you can see it every day to remind you of what you've done today and what you do with others. And also to remember the vows you made back then as well as now. Begin a tradition. Every year on your anniversary, get away from everything and everybody and exchange a symbol of nature, a flower, a 5-carat diamond, some little token. My whole thrust here is never let your anniversary go by without remembering. Let me repeat that.
I have a memory.
Yes,
Wonderful memory.
I will take those from you, and I ask you if you are ready to restate your vows. No, that's all right. Just holding hands is good. And we are going to begin with you, sir. Looking at your wife, would you please say I and speak your name?
I, Ellie.
Take you, speak your
Thank
wife's
you,
name.
Lindsay.
Once again, to be my wife.
To be my wife.
Better for worse.
Better for worse.
Richer for poor.
Richer for poor.
Sickness and health.
Sickness and health.
For all our days.
For all our days.
Lastly, say with you, looking at your husband, please say I and speak your name.
I, Lindsay,
Take you, speak your husband. To be, once again, better for worse. Richer for poor. Sickness and health. ask if you are ready to place that ring on the finger a second
Yes.
time. Place it on the fourth finger of her left hand, saying, with this ring,
This ring,
I thee wed.
I do with it.
Once again.
Once again.
May that ring ever be a symbol of your, holding hands is good. May that ever be a symbol of your love and your lives, because the ring represents the universe. No beginning, no end. So may it be with you both. So, you've restated vows. You've exchanged flowers. You've re-put the ring on her finger. It's my pleasure to tell you, by the power vested in me as captain of the USS Enterprise, you are truly husband and wife for the second time. I think you better kiss your wife while I introduce to the whole world once again, Mr. and Mrs. Kochman. And just for the record, Mazel Tov.
Mazel
That
tov.
was very beautiful.
Pleasure. Truly a pleasure. And
Okay. Should,
Yes.
Hallelujah.
should I turn it off?
Yeah.